threatening my friend.
When you want me to have the opportunity to say my piece, you just let me know. Until then, I'm just gonna follow your lead and let you guys do the talking and everything.
Alright.
I don't know about you, but I'm gonna let him know exactly who the fuck I am.
I'll be aware.
No, we don't need to do that. But yeah. Do you know the house that I'm talking about? It's north of the Dewberry Creek? Mm-hmm. Okay. Knock, knock. No one's home.
Telegram.
Are you looking for me? This better not be a robbery.
Definitely not a robbery, but howdy there, sunshine. Come with me.
Alright. Sure
You,
thing.
Mr. Redhead, you can step to the side because I don't give two shits about you.
Right, I'm just gonna go grab my hat.
If you grab anything else out of that bacon, you walk out with something that I don't like, you're gonna get shot. Do you hear me?
You got it.
Okay, wonderful. Now,
Mr.
Sunshine,
King,
why
I'll
don't you jump up on this horse? You do anything stupid, you're also gonna get shot.
Which horse? There's a lot of horses.
Right here, with this lovely gentleman. Let's go. Hop to. Goodbye now.
Well, this took a very unexpected turn.
Oh, don't you love surprises, though?
Depending.
I love surprises. I mean, your lottery is kind of like a surprise, is it not, Mr. King?
Quite right, quite right.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be doing gambling of our own tonight.
Oh boy. Understood.
So, did you have any drawings yet, Mr. King, or did we interrupt that? Oh, that's a shame. Well, let's hope you make it to Monday so we can at least get you there so you can dole out money to someone. Yeah, I told you. You continue fucking around. boys. Let's see. Snake. Do you remember me talking about a well?
Yes.
I would like to introduce you to my favorite well. It's right in front of you. You see, this well goes down very, very fucking far. And as you can see, it's quite old. The stones are really loose. I think, if I push it in just the right place, I can make at least one or two of these big rocks go toppling over your head. But don't worry, I'm not gonna make you go down in it just yet. We want to talk. We want to have a fun time together. Now,
Okay.
have you eaten? Are you well fed and, well nourished on that bank money that you have?
Actually, no. I've
No.
been
You're
skipping
hungry?
meals.
Do
Uh,
you need a little snack?
I may need a little snack, yes.
Oh, okay. Let me give you a snack. Here's a donut.
Donut. Ooh. I have not had pastries in over a year.
It's stale.
That's fine. Had worse.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
That delicious? Tastes good?
it's alright.
Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Yep.
You savoring it?
A little bit, yep.
Yeah. You want to know what I savor, Mr. King?
Um, not people riding their carriages fast through towns.
It's one of them. Here, let me show you what else I savor.
Oh,
That.
right. Right.
Do you think it's okay to threaten people, Mr. King?
Who did I threaten?
Oh, don't play fucking coy with me, Mr. King. I know quite a
Who did I
bit of what
threaten?
you do. Oh, you don't remember sending telegrams, chasing after people, buy my fucking lottery tickets or it's gonna be worse next time? I know, Mr. King. I know that you
Mm,
like to threaten people. Come on. Come on,
right.
sunshine. Don't play coy with me. It's gonna make things worse for you. Fess up.
Telegram-wise, no. In person, besides chasing Mr. Cameron around, that was the only scenario I recall. After, well, he held me up at gunpoint. All right, yes. No, to be honest, I don't recall any other telegrams. To be honest, it's just Mr. Cameron, as far as I know.
Mm-hmm. What about that man yesterday, huh? What about him? Seemed like he was incapacitated on the boat? Said that he was forced out there? What are you doing with him, huh?
Oh, Mr. Hollinger's my business associate. Oh my gosh. Oh, no, we were surveying for the Dakota Dash race. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my gosh. I have a poster in my
Oh.
pocket right here, as a matter of fact. And you can ask Mr. McCulloch. We were surveying the area the day before as well. Oh my gosh.
About your lottery.
Yes.
How fucking dirty is it, Mr. King? Because I
It
really don't
actually
I
it
don't
actually is not
trust you.
dirty. It's not dirty.
Uh-huh. You don't pocket some of that money?
Nope. This one's all the $1.
Uh-huh. I
Yes.
mean, because from what I remember you telling me and my friends, you have to pay money to the state, but technically it's not even governmentally supported. So
No.
you don't have to pay money to anyone, Mr. King.
Well, I pay a
And now you're
business
taking
license.
tax out. You told us that you're having to take an extra bit of money on the side to
That
pay for taxes, but you don't pay taxes,
no,
Mr. King.
no. That's just not okay. So what it was, the first month, which was the
Uh-huh.
experimental month. The first month of the lottery, I was experimenting with how it works. All right. So of course, I've never run a lottery before. Don't know how it's run. So the way I was thinking, I put $100 in. I wouldn't make any money, and so that $100 I put in would essentially be just taken back out at the end, and no money was lost by me. No money was given by me. The first lottery, I didn't make any. Wasn't supposed to make any money. All right.
Mm.
What ended up happening with that lottery is I had very specific rules that, you know, if you win, let me know by the week I post. Like, so I post a poster. You have a whole week to let me know in any way, person, telegram, letter, any freaking way. And the winner of the first month did not do anything. He came 2 weeks after the fact and then started demanding his money. At which point, he didn't follow the rules. And I already did a survey with many of my fellow my business employees and
Mm-hmm.
ticket purchasers, and they said I shouldn't. I should follow the rules because it's unfair. So, yes, um, yes, uh, um,
You're not taking any money on the side. You're not
no,
stealing from
no
these
money,
poor, honest,
no.
hardworking folks.
I have no need to.
You have no need to.
I have
I
no
don't
need to.
know. You seem to be asking people for their help all the time.
Well, that was because I was threatened myself and I needed some security. But I also, I'm one man doing a lottery. I had to hire Mr. Hollinger, who was more than happy for the amount I pay him for the security time, and he said he did not want to get paid at all for lottery tickets because he'll sell lottery tickets and that's his money, which is fine. He gets the $1, the extra $1 per ticket. That's fine. That's the way I wanted to work. I have actually a new plan for the lottery next month, which is different than this month. And I explain that next. All right?
Well, the problem still lies with how you think you're a big man on top, Mr. King. Just because you run this lottery, just because your office is out of a bank, doesn't mean that you can chase people around and you can threaten them and you can ride your fancy ass buggy around town as fast as you want. And I have it on good accord that you don't even own those fucking buggies, Mr.
I
King.
do. I do.
I've had law right up to me asking if I've seen little bank boy because they've seen him rip people off their wagons and take them.
I've already explained that to officers, and they can confirm I rent it. I rent it every single damn day.
So I'm having a problem with you because day after day after day, I'm hearing, oh, guess what we heard the bank man did? Oh, guess what we heard today? Oh, guess what he did to me? And the problem is, Mr. Bankman, is that you're doing it to people that I like. And I already told you, we had this conversation. My irritants, it's thin. And you keep dancing on that gossamer thin line. You keep testing my fucking patience. I wouldn't mind being your friend, but the way you keep acting and thinking that you're hot shit and thinking you can do whatever the fuck you want, it just doesn't fly with me, especially when you do it to people that I like. See, it's not just me that's pissed off here today, Mr. King. There's more people here. In fact, I have a buddy right over there that wants to talk to you too. Isn't that right? Yeah. I think he wants to say some words to you. So turn and look at him in the eyes. You better make fucking eye contact with him.
Hello, Mr. King.
Hello.
You remember me?
Sorry, I'm.
We spoke earlier in the clothing store.
Ooh. Hello, sir. Yes. Yes, we did.
I got a couple questions myself for you. These kind people gave me the opportunity to talk to you in this manner. Now, I wanted you to officially recognize and understand the position that you're in. It's not looking good for you. And in fact, I'm somewhat inclined to let them do whatever the fuck they want to you, because everything I've heard, you're a bad man that does bad business.
In what way?
You steal and you rob people out of Saint Denis. And you collude with people that actively are harassing people of Saint Denis.
No. No, 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 no.
You know, I was told by somebody that you're a con man, that you'll say anything to get out of the situation.
That is false. That is absolutely false.
With the permission of my associates, I'd like to test your grit.
Ooh, not
By
nice.
all means.
Um,
Now, you make any moves, sudden movements, anything I don't like, I'm gonna have them hurt you. They might throw you down there, pick you back up, and do it again all night just for entertainment. Understand the position that you're in. I want you to be very honest to me.
understand,
I want you
understand.
to be crystal clear honest with me because you're not getting another chance. This
Okay,
consider
okay.
this a confessional. And you're
Alright,
confessing to me. You're
Okay.
going to tell me, honest to God, you tell me every wrongdoing you've done in Saint Denis and who you work with and who you're associated with. Illegal or otherwise. I want to hear it. And if you tell me a lie, something I don't like to hear, you're losing a digit or something else. I'll get creative. I got all fucking night. And you might not have until morning. So answer me truthfully. Honesty will get you far in this conversation.
Alright, alright.
Who have you worked for in the past? What crimes have you done in Saint Denis?
I have not committed any crimes in Saint Denis. No. No, 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 no. I've not. Honestly, I conduct little meetings in my room where I talk with a security company um, um, about what's it called? Sorry. Give me a second. So I had a few fellows who
Do you know how
who went.
painful it is to get scalped, Jack?
Yes, I've heard.
Do you want to
I've heard,
experience it
and
right now?
no, 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 no,
You're a few seconds away. Clean up your act. Tell me the truth.
So, I've had little business meetings in my office regarding security concerns and um, and such with Mr. Longmire, Mr. Hughes, Mr. Steele, who else?
Do
As well
you
as loans.
do you know Felix Nielsen and Alan Watson? Do you work with them?
1000% no. I am constantly confused with Mr. Alan Watson, and all of last year I've had to deal with this bullshit.
Are you calling my friends liars?
I'm 1000%. Oh my gosh! Don't tell me this is regarding the three men that did wrong a few weeks ago.
A lot of men have been. There have been people of your caliber, of your background, taking people for sport out of Saint Denis. And I've been
Out of
told,
Saint Denis?
you've been seen with a couple of them. Remember, this is a confessional.
Yes, I recall. Besides Mr. Tenpenny, I've no clue on anyone
Who's
else.
Mr. Tenpenny?
Mr.
He's
Tenpenny, if I'm not mistaken, is a part of that little hunting thing y'all do, right? Kidnapping people and hunting them.
The Hunting Society. Is he in charge of
Yeah,
it?
so
I don't know. I had to deal with this last year with
Then tell
what's
me
it
what
called?
you do know about him, before I lose my patience.
Okay. All right. So as far as I know, there are a bunch of folks. I presume it's Mr. Alan Watson and his friends that go and kidnap people and take them for sport, hunt them for sport. I'm not sure where or how, what with, or anything like that. But I am all of 1901. I was constantly attacked, harassed, and threatened over this sort of thing,
Well,
which was
this year doesn't seem
annoying.
much better for you now, does it?
No, I had enough dealings with the blinders last year with this sort of thing, and then on top of that, the widows
So
and all these
what
other.
did you... Okay. So what did you do to piss off the blinders?
Well, so Miss Storm, Representative Storm.
Yes.
Well, she used to be big in with the blinders, and well, I had the unfortunate circumstance of accompanying her while she was on a lot of drugs, where she assaulted me in many ways. Um,
Oh, you poor thing.
and yes,
I'm
and
sorry, wait. Tell me more. I want to hear more
so
about how she assaulted you.
the other lady there, Miss Flynn, Evie Flynn, um, we were up by the witch's cabin, and just north of Valentine, well, by Wapiti land. She was drinking from this little witch pot, and she fashioned this crown of twigs and started attacking me and Miss Flynn. So what ended up happening was she kept trying she ran around trying to stab me, and Miss Flynn ended up tying her up. But what eventually occurred was she kept breaking free and coming after me. That Mr. Evie knocked her out. So we get back to Valentine, blinders show up, and they blame me for the whole scenario, um, even though it was none of my fault. And so I'm stabbed. Um, and then the deputies figure out and start an investigation, and they gun me down in the middle of Valentine. And then soon after that, I'm conducting business with Mr. Tenpenny and Mr. Gates in Saint Denis, and then they corner us in a room and also gun us down there. Um,
Hmm.
it was a rough year, and then followed by well, being questioned by officers for 4 hours in Rhodes, to then Mr. Tenpenny pulling a gun and shooting at the deputies and knocking me out. Um, it was a very stressful year in 1901.
So you're saying you're a victim of all of this.
Partially
Mm.
victim, yes.
You're a victim of circumstance, and all this is just coincidence and hearsay.
I swear to God, British accent and top hat. That's the only thing that relates me to any of these fellows.
So you're not a
It's
part
too
of this
bad you're
hunting
not.
association?
No,
But you associate with them. You're around them.
well, I've never spoken to Mr. Felix or
Oh no, no, no.
Watson.
Mr. Felix is not
What's
the
his?
hunting association. Your good friend, Mr. Tenpenny, is.
Is he?
Oh yes.
Oh,
Just didn't know that, huh?
Not really, though. Honestly,
Hmm. So you never
because
heard tale of him taking somebody out onto an island and shooting at him with farming rifles and
no,
all that
not at
type of
all.
thing? No. Hmm.
No. Back in the day, I recall. I knew nothing about thing in the islands. I recall. Um, what was it? I recall word about uh something up by where is it? Owen Gilla. That's the only one I know of. I heard that through some passerbys in the what's it called? I was dressing up in a strawberry, and as as I was doing so, some folks passed by on horses, all dressed in red, masks and such, and they were talking about Owen Gill, and they couldn't find the fellow. That's the only thing I heard at the time. Honest to God, right?
So you're here telling us everything we've heard about you is just all lies and a big misunderstanding.
Well, I don't know what you've heard about. Right now, all I know is
We've heard
Mr.
about you, Mr.
Buchanan.
King, is number one, you robbed these wagons. Number two, you're associating yourself with known members of the hunting association that hunt people and hurt people. Number three, that you're a con man. Number four, you are basically here to try and pull the wool over our eyes and act like none of this is true.
Honest, I don't know what you're goddamn talking about.
Mr.
Honestly.
King, I want you right now, without hesitation, tell me your deepest, darkest secret that you wouldn't even tell your fucking mama.
Uh,
Now, out with it.
And if you say
honestly,
some bullshit like cheating on taxes, I swear to fuck, you're losing your ear.
no, we don't pay taxes in the state. Um, um, uh, uh,
Clock is ticking, Mr. King.
sorry, when I'm stressed, I forget. Okay. Just give me a second.
So
Yeah.
you're saying we should probably fill you with donuts and alcohol and treat you like a
No.
pal?
No. But like,
Look, it's real simple. You take a deep breath, you say it, and then you're free.
okay, I helped overthrow a government in Nicaragua. Okay, I just.
Excuse
Oh.
me.
Something a little
Right.
bit more relevant.
What do you mean?
I want to
Overthrowing
know something
banana
deep,
republics.
dark, and dirty that you've done in the state, Mr. King. Something that I can use against you if I hear that you've been doing something stupid again.
Well, I'm
Obviously, we've been
probing.
hearing all these things. We don't believe your bullshit. We smell the shit on your upper lip. But if you're going to
Okay.
continue with your narrative, then I want you to give me something that I can hang over you. Does this paint a
Okay.
prettier picture for you? Do you understand what I'm getting at?
Yes, I understand.
Gentlemen, could you put his hand open out on the edge of the well?
Wait. All right. I'm planning. I'm plotting a revenge against a fellow. He wronged me the previous year, and I've been trying to get back at him ever since. All right.
Fella got a name?
What's his name?
Mercer. Felix Mercer.
What did he do to you, and what are you planning on doing?
He kidnapped me out of Valentine and held me on a cliffside.
Why?
North of there. Well, because he thought I was part of the same reason you folks have me now.
You see, if everybody in the state thinks you're doing the same thing, you don't think at least one of them's right?
Well, if everybody dresses as fucking pirates, does everybody think they robbed a Corrigan?
Put his hand down. I'm
Like-
getting sick of his fucking attitude.
Like, just no. What?
Come on.
Ah. Ah.
And take the glove off. All right. You got 5 fingers. 5 chances. The game begins.
Please.
Giving you a chance.
Look. I don't. Just because people vote me, oh. Look, it's very stressful.
Oh, this is very stressful, which is probably why you should get a fucking move on.
Look.
Now,
Now, what are
Well-
you planning on doing to Mr. Mercer?
Well, getting roughed up quite a bit because, well, getting a shotgun to the back and going over into a river is pretty hard. So,
Tell me, what did Mr. Mercer think you were a part of, the Hunting Association?
he said it had to do with some folks, well, having him in the woods, but the deputy saved him or something like that. And because we're the only, and he specifically said, well, because you two are British, you seem to fit the description. It was absurd. His reasoning for it. All right, it was absurd, ridiculous, and nonsensical. Because, and then Mr. Bergman saw it all. But Mr. Bergman wouldn't say anything, and just
okay, I want names. If every
names.
yeah, then what did you say his name was? Bergerman? Berg? something?
Bergman.
Bergman.
Yes.
Who the fuck is Bergman?
He may go by Hawkins now.
Hawkins who?
So last name. So Joff.
Joff Hawkins?
Yes.
And
He was witness to that event. Well, most of the blinders were part of that scenario with Mr. Mercer. Well, let's see. Miss Storm won't remember anything of the life incident since her brain accident. Shit. People who would know these sorts of things, they're all either gone or fucking. It's been a year.
Hmm.
It's been a year since a lot of these things. When I came back to state, I had to reopen the business banks again. I was working with
it's
Mr.
been a year,
Gates.
and yet the rumors remain.
I come back from a business trip. When I'm
Tell
gone,
me,
and they still
who
the
else
hunt's
is
still up.
Mr. Tenpenny friends with?
I mean, I have 5 more friends. There's Mr. Jaeger, Mr. Gilbert Jaeger from Germany, that I talked to. Mr. Nicholas Gabor, who I just got in the bank. I merged with his bank, and what was his name? There was a Mildred Bryce, um, out of Blackwater. I hung out with a few times. Uh, I don't know the last fellow. I can't recall his name at all. Had to do something with what was it? He just ran a lot of cotton plantations in the south. That's all I know. I can't recall his name, being so long.
Okay.
Oh, and Mr. Hank Harold of Armadillo. Yes. The accountant. Um, he's someone I worked with quite a lot.
So tell me, if we went out tomorrow and we found one of the members of the Hunting Association and we done what we done to you here today, they'd say they don't know you, they don't
know
They
you,
don't
you're not an
Probably.
associate.
I don't know. You'd have to talk to them. I guess I have no clue.
Well, you're gonna have to
I
start
don't
thinking
know who they
clearly.
are. I don't really know who they are. Honestly.
So you do, but you don't.
So besides
I
what
would have to talk to them because you have no clue if they would bring your name up.
I honestly do
And
not
if they
know
know
if I
you.
know it. Because
Hmm.
I've heard of Mr. Watson because I was constantly told I am Mr. Watson, but I'm not Mr. Watson.
Mr. Watson is not the Hunting Association. From my understanding, they're
He's
two
just a piece of
separate
shit.
things.
I
Mr.
don't know.
Tenpenny, however, is a part of the Hunting Association.
I don't know about Mr. Penny's doings. I see him once in a blue bloody mood because, well, last time I saw him was the carriage racing, and I know he went to jail for shooting the officers and the deputy's office in Rhodes, and that's pretty much all I've seen him in the last 2 years.
So, this is my thing. If I was to have people start watching you, because I have a few people under my thumb, if I was to have them start watching you, and I say, okay, fine then, Mr. Bankman, when you see this man, I want you to send me a telegram right quick. Would you do it? Because my men would be watching you. And if you didn't, then I would definitely make sure you would break your bones the next time you fall down this well.
Sorry, could you repeat that first part there?
I'm
I heard.
sorry?
Sorry.
If I was to tell you to send us a telegram right quick, if you see that man, Mr. Tenpenny, would you do it? Because I would have people watching you,
I will
and
do
if
so
they
as soon as
didn't,
possible. Yes,
because you can tell me, yes, ma'am, right away, I would do it in a heartbeat, ma'am.
I will do
But
as
if
soon as
I come to
possible.
find
As soon as
out,
I see him. Yes.
as soon as I find out that you lied to me, Mr. Bankman, and I had people watching you and you met with some man that matched his description and looked like some rich fella, Oh, it would be fucking hell to pay.
All right, all right.
So you better hope that there's no rich man coming up and talking to you all nonchalantly.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
We're gonna check every friend, every background, everything on you. If there's even one inconsistency, you don't want to know what's gonna happen to you. You understand?
I understand. I understand. Um. Um. Uh. Whew.
Come here. Come up here.
Do what she
Come up
says.
here.
Do what she
Come
says.
on.
Yes. Give me a second.
Come on,
give me a second.
sunshine.
For some. I'm having. Okay, honestly.
Hold on. Let me help you.
Oh. Right. Oh, and now I can't do anything.
Just stand by her. That's all you need to do right now.
All right. Oh shit. Okay. Look, if you want me to, I can climb down there and you can just.
You're
tear
not
up the
doing anything
atoms.
unless you're told to do so.
Okay. Right.
Now listen to me. If I find out that the deputies have this P.O. box number, if I find out that you give them this number, I am going to find you because I know where you are, Mr. Bankman. I don't want to hear you whispering sweet nothings to the deputies about this talk that we have today. I don't want you to be telling them, oh, I met this lovely, good looking lady with red hair and she made me terrified and I almost shit my pants. I don't want to hear nothing about this from the deputies. If I get apprehended, I want to hear that it's about something else and it has nothing to do with you.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
All right. I understand.
And that extends
Wonderful.
that extends to me and my family as well.
I'm glad that we're on the same page, Mr. Bankman. Now, I want you to walk up to the edge of this well, and I want you to look down and see if you can see the bottom. Go ahead. Go look down.
Oh boy.
Take it easy. You don't want to fall.
Do you see
Yes.
the bottom?
Do you see how far it goes down? Can hardly
It's-
see the bottom,
It's
huh?
really deep. Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
How many bones in your body do you think would break when you hit the bottom?
Most probably my legs.
Mm-hmm. Do you think if you fell first and your head hit, do you think it would shatter open?
Most probably yes.
You would be a goner. Do you think your weak little bank boy arms would be able to pull yourself up that ladder?
No. I
No,
don't
you
think
would
so.
be helpless. Absolutely helpless. And you would be relying on us to send a telegram to say where you were. It would be a fucking crying shame. So, I would recommend you minding what we tell you to do, Mr. Bankman, because you are so, oh, so easy to scoop up. Your friends can't keep you safe. Me and my buddies, this is fun. If you think that, you know, your little hunting society is big and bad and y'all like to go out and have fun, y'all would be rolling over backwards at what we would do to y'all. So don't be going back to the bank thinking, oh, you just wait till I get my friends to go out and hunt you. That's not happening. That's a fucking dream. I want you to send me a telegram if you see that man. I want you to quit your fucking bullshit. Stop threatening people. If we want to buy your bank tickets or your raffles, we'll buy them. If we don't, then we don't. If I hear that you're threatening any of my friends, buy my bank tickets, I'm gonna find you again and we're gonna see just how many bones do break in your body. Stop fucking around in Saint Denis. Slow your cart down, which you've been doing relatively well. But I don't want you ripping people out of their buggies. You better be renting them.
I am renting.
And
them.
remember, Mr. Bankman, I'll be watching you. I'll be watching you like a hawk. And you love to wear all those bright colors. And I did love taking your top hat the last time. I heard that you had a hole in it from my friend. How would you like me to shred up every single top hat you have?
I prefer not for that to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I'm not going to push you in it. I would like you to not be concussed. I want you to remember what we talked about today. But you are going to crawl down that ladder. You're going to sit at the bottom. And you're going to think about what your body would feel like if it had fallen down there. Now, come here. Come here, sweetheart. Move out of my way a little bit. No, not you, sweetheart. Come here. I'll give you a little taste. That's only a bit. It would be 10 times the amount of that pain. Now get your little butt down in that ladder. Get in that well and sit nice and pretty. And you think about what we talked about. And remember, Mr. King, remember what we talked about today.
Yes.
And if anything
Are you at the
happens,
bottom?
Yes, I'm at the bottom.
if anything happens, if we hear about if anyone investigates me or my family, if anything happens to us, it's on your head. That's going to happen. You keep your mouth shut when you're in my city. You behave while you're in my city. Or there's gonna be hell to pay. You understand?
I understand.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay, Sunshine. Well, we're gonna get out of here. Give it about 30 Mississippis, and you can climb your ass out of that well, and you can walk all the way back to Saint Denis. And when your friend asks you what happened, I want you to say, "Oh, I just had to sell some raffle tickets." I don't want you to say a fucking word to your friend, or he's gonna come here next.
And you don't want that blood on your hands. You don't tell a fucking soul what happened.
No.
You play it off.
Because I'll definitely make sure to tell him that it's all your fault.
Right.
Okay. Goodbye, Mr. King.
You satisfied with how that went?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I don't believe a word he said, so I'm gonna have my people watch him just like your people are gonna do. He so much as
I already
breathes
have.
wrong. We're gonna know about it.
I already have 2 people I can hire to start watching for me.
I'm gonna get my people on it as well. We'll see if we'll pull the string and see where it leads. I'm gonna break off towards Saint Denis from here and burn these clothes and get something new, so he can't tell a fucking soul.
Sounds good. Nice working with you, Leo.
Good working with you. Thank you for letting me be involved.
Of course.
All right, take it easy. Be safe. Arrivederci.